borrow a gun.
Huh?
Any gun will do. Perfectly lethal and loaded. I have an insurance agent to murder.
What happened?
They refused to pay my claim.
What? Yeah, but your policy covers arson.
Arson cases that have been solved. According to their brilliant investigators, they aren't liable for anything until it's proven that I didn't set fire to my own house.
But what happened to innocent until proven guilty?
Apparently that doesn't apply to insurance companies.
Do you need somebody to vouch for you?
No, they'll probably just accuse you of being in on it. They have the audacity to accuse me of burning down my house with my son in it. I need the gun.
It's crazy.
It's criminal. I have no house and no money to buy a new one.
Well, you and Matthew are not going to want for a place to live or for anything else as long as I'm around.
I know. It's just, it's just lately it's just been, one thing after another. And
Is living at Ace's making it harder for you?
No, they're absolutely fabulous. They're wonderful. Really, they are. It's just, after all that time lost in the hospital, and I just got my life back on track, and now I'm coming off the rails again.
Well, it's not forever.
I know it's not. I got it. I get it. I'll stop with the self-pity now. I really will. Because after all, Matthew and I are okay, right? Matthew and I are fine. We're fine, and that's all that should matter.
Yeah, come in.
Sorry to interrupt, sir.
That's all right, no problem.
Back on the shoe print I found at Capricorn.
Size 12 sneaker.
We have a brand, too. Cougars. A new imprint, though. Some line put out by a popular rap artist. It's a limited edition.
Well, that is a lucky break. You can't be too many of those in Landview.
Yeah, listen, why don't you call a U.S. distributor, see where they're sold.
I already took care of that. And there's only one place in Landview that sells them. It's at Logan's. And they special ordered one pair, size 12, 3 months ago.
Did you get a name?
Vincent Jones.
Prove that Vincent Jones owns those shoes?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, sir.
This is more than enough to bring Jones in on a thorough debrief.
Yeah, but aren't you just a little bit skeptical? I mean, at first, Jones' property, it's torched. All the physical evidence points to Christian Vega, and now all of a sudden, Christian's brother, he's targeted. All the evidence points right back to Jones.
Well, it shores up the theory that he's just out to settle some score with Antonio and Christian.
Look, it's a lead, and even if it leads nowhere, it's all we have right now.
You up to this?
Absolutely.
All right, bring him in. Shake him down, see what comes loose.
I want a full report also. If it is Jones, I better give him a little burn of my own.
You headed back to Ace's?
Yep, be it ever so humble.
Nah, but it's not home. It's temporary.
I know. And it'll do just fine until you bring me someone to prosecute.
I will. It'll be the right person.
Nice work, Talia, following up that footprint.
Well, we still haven't found our man yet.
Closer every day. Hi. I'm so sorry I didn't call, but I was driving by your street and I thought, what the heck, I'll just try and take a chance.
I'm so happy to see you.
I was on my way to Ace's, and I realized, you know what? I never thanked you for that wonderful care package you sent Matthew and me.
Sakes, that was nothing.
Oh,
if you need anything at all, please let me.
We're not needing for anything. Asa has completely showered Matthew with candy and video games and horses and small European countries. And Renee, she keeps buying me clothes. Every time I go back there, there's a new jacket or a sweater or shoes. And I may have arrived with nothing, but when I leave there, it's going to be with a caravan of moving vans.
It's getting to you, isn't it? Living with them.
Oh, God. You're the second person that said that to me today. They're wonderful. They really are. I'm very difficult to live with, Viki.
Oh, no.
I am. I'm just so used to it being just Matthew and me, and I really like my own space.
Well, you get used to that, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I just crave a night on the couch with a pint of ice cream and my fuzzy slippers.
I don't think Asa would mind.
Are you kidding? I wouldn't want to disillusion him about me after all these years.
You couldn't possibly do that. He adores you.
He's been wonderful. He really has been. He's like a father to me, if you want to know the truth. And he's just... And Clint, He's such a gentleman. When Asa gets a little overbearing, Clint will just step in and gallantly shift the focus over to him.
Oh, how does he do that?
Well, this morning it was starting, and all Clint had to do was say Dorian's name, and that did it. Bam!
Isn't that strange? Just before you arrived, Clint was here. That's what we talked about. Dorian.
You know that they're sort of seeing each other, right?
Seeing each other. They've had a few dates, that's all.
Well. Okay. And how do you feel about that?
I fear for his life.
Anything else?
I don't know. Other than the fact that I'm insanely jealous? No, not really.
So, you're jealous of Clint with Dorian?
Well, he's not with...
Okay, seeing each other, dating, or whatever it is they're doing.
It's ugly, isn't it?
No, not really. No, thank you. Ugly? Ugly is finding out your husband's using you as a beard. Ugly is a year worth of bedpans. Jealousy? Piece of cake. Because you can do something about it.
Like what?
Well, do you want Clint?
He deserves a hell of a lot better than Dorian.
But the question was, do you want Clint? Because if you do, you're going to have to take off your gloves and knock her back to the Stone Age. You're going to have to fight for her.
I'm so